Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hockey. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hockey Central on a beautiful day, a beautiful night for BMHL hockey. It's the first Saturday of the BMHL season. It's between the Abbotsford Aces and the Oregon Sea Lions. We're live from One Arena in the Alberta town of Roblox. Welcome to the new Uber Sports Studio. Oh, we are so ready for this one. Welcome into Hockey Central, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Juan the Ufer, your host and commentator for today. I will have to go AFK. Actually, no. Never mind. But, yep, here we are. So, it's the Aces and the Sea Lions, two extraordinary. Okay. The two games you're about to see today, they're two of the preseason finals in the preseason cup. They're both the final of Tier 2 and Tier 1 respectively. Oregon won the Tier 2 preseason cup, while the Armada and the Sabretooths game was postponed due to personal reasons regarding one of the players between those two teams. They shared gold in Tier 1. And, of course, you have two strong players. You have strong players of either side, the Aces and the Sea Lions. All four of these teams playing today have just quality sides, just quality players today. I have to go AFK real quick. So, yeah, and I have to go AFK real quick. So, after that, what was I also? I have nothing ready. Actually, the thing is, I wasn't actually ready to talk about anything today. The only thing I was preparing the studio up, also all that stuff, and also this mic disconnecting randomly for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So the Aces, the Aces, they're playing their second game of the season today. They won their first game of the season yesterday versus the Marquette Wendigos. Actually, no, it was the opening day, right? It was opening day. I'm not too sure, but I believe it was Friday. If I'm correct, it was Friday that they played each other. Let's see if I can find it, because I streamed this one too. Yeah, it was Friday. It was Friday that the Aces played their first game of the season. It was against the Wendigos. They won 3-2. The Sea Lions are playing their first game of the season, as well as the Sabretooths. The Armada already played. They played against Montauk, and they won that game 5. I think it was like 5-0 or something like that. I'm not too sure. Anywho, if I'm correct, if I go check out the final scores from that day, I'm correct. It was 5-1 to the Armada on opening day. So that's how the Armada opened up season 14. And point month, RP to the Mariners, by the way. Rest in peace to the Mariners. Already 0-2 with losing 5-1 against the Armada. Then last night they lost 1-0 to the Icemen. Let's also recap all the scores from last night. Obviously, the game that I streamed last night on Ufer Sports 2. The Cruisers won 5-0 to the Otters. The Aces won 3-2 against the Wendigos. The St. Paul Inferno won 5-0 against the Sharks Racing Club, and the Icemen won 1-0 against the Mariners. Today's schedule, it's pretty straightforward. 1 Tier 2 game, 3 Tier 1 games, 1 Tier 2, and that Tier 2 game is the game that we'll be broadcasting. The Aces versus the Sea Lions. We also have the Sabretooths versus the Armada, Express versus the Surge, as well as the Sharks versus the Foxes. That's pretty much gonna do it for us here on this mini Hockey Central. I was not prepared to put any graphics and talk about anything because I was just getting the studio ready and stuff. I also I want to give a huge shout out to Ryland for letting me use the studio. So yeah, I believe that's it from us here for Hockey Central. We'll be heading to Unknown Arena for our first game of the day between the Aces and the Sea Lions. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the BMHL on Uber Sports. It's the Abbotsford Aces, and they take on the Oregon Sea Lions. The audio is so messed up. Okay, there we go. Alright, everybody, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. It's the BMHL here on Uber Sports. We're live from an arena. I'm on to you for here today, and we should have a good doubleheader on our hands. Sadly, yes, stream still 2 FPS. I hate my life. Yeah, I know. But that doesn't deteriorate us from still streaming anything for the love of the game. No, seriously, anything for the love of the game. The dedication that I put into this is diabolical. Alright, see if I can get the... I forgot to get the clock working, but... Alright, there we go. The clock should be working now. Okay, let's talk about these two teams, of course. The Abbotsford Aces. These two teams may... In the preseason cup final for Tier 2, the Oregon Sea Lions won that one. The Abbotsford Aces, they're owned by Postmatic. They have a good roster that could go far in Tier 2. Some names you could look out for, obviously Ox Tools, Xeneroff, Breezy, Pretz fan, if he's unretired. Obviously still love him either way. But it's the Abbotsford Aces look like they have a good team with good chemistry. They take on an Oregon Sea Lions team that's one of the favorites to win Tier 2. Not one of the favorites, but they're up there. Actually, no, I think they are one of the favorites. They're one of the favorites, or they're one of the top 3 favorites to win Tier 2. I believe they're owned by Nicomatic. Some Brave Prod is the one to look out for. Same with their goalkeeper. It's two heavyweight teams fighting for a tier in Tier 2. And after that, we have the Sacramento Sabretooths and the Armada, one of the big rivalries in the BMHL. They met each other in the preseason cup final. However, due to certain circumstances, they couldn't play the preseason cup final. So technically, they shared gold, as what they said. And whew, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The national anthems and face off come here next. Here at UB Sports. Don't go anywhere.
Jones barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage. Better come down here, get some of this shit. You like to eat? America loves. So why not open up somewhere America can sit down, enjoy a meal, and get their feet rubbed? We'll fry anything you want for $5.99 as long as it's Jones barbecue.
They're my neighbors. Come on in, guys.
Unimos tu pasión. State Farm, patrocinador oficial de la Liga MX. Como un buen vecino, State Farm está ahí.
Welcome into Unknown Arena on a beautiful Saturday night here on the East Coast. A beautiful afternoon here in the West Coast. It's the Abbotsford Aces and the Oregon Sea Lions. A beautiful night, a beautiful start to a doubleheader, an action-packed Saturday for all of you. Let's get this show on the road. We're underway. On a beautiful Saturday, sit back and relax. We take you in through some BMHL action here on Ufer Sports. It's the Sea Lions and the Aces, Abbotsford versus Oregon, two of the most hyped up teams in Tier 2. As unfortunately, yes, the stream's still lagging. Actually, I might try to fix that real quick. Give me one moment, guys. One moment. Just give this thing just one moment. Okay, alright, we should. Let's hope we get an extra frame. We'll probably not. That's probably what we're not gonna get. Let's see if I can find my cursor. I can't find my cursor. What? Oh. Stuck in shift. Oh. There we go. Alright. What the heck? Oh. Okay, there you go. Alright. Let's hope it works. It's the best I can do. It's the best I can do, I want to say, but not really. Voidorino has the puck. Actually, let's turn on the crowd noise. Why not? The line move a little bit. Alright. There we go. Artificial crowd noise, ladies and gentlemen. Artificial crowd noise. It's a chance for Oregon. There's brave, good save by Dachshund. .7:40 to go here this first period. Wow, nothing's really happening. There's a chance here! Saved by FFG. Xenarov controlling the puck. Never mind. Xenarov. And the puck now going to Oregon. This could be an opportunity. That type of kid has the puck, but it's easily poked away by Voidorino, who has the puck currently. 3 minutes gone by in this first period. 0-0 scoreline between the Sea Lions and the Aces. We're here at Unknown Arena, not the hangar, sadly. Well, let's see, we knew that. So, don't ask me. And they score! The Oregon Sea Lions are on the board. And what better way to go on the board for the first goal of the game? It's 1-0 to the Sea Lions. with less than 6.5 minutes to go in the first period. That's the first goal of the game. Just around 3 minutes and 24 seconds in this game. The Sea Lions have their first goal of the season. It looked like to be. Abbotsford just couldn't control it, really. It was out of their hands. Sock stools, but poked away by Snipes. Shot. It's the post again. Snipes goes behind the net, so behind the red line. Excuse me, my brain does not work. Yoman gets pass on to Prey. Oregon Sea Lions controlling this game so far. Around 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Around halfway through. So far. There's a Doxson moment. And there's Brainprod who gets the first goal and a stoppage of play. Recovery of the puck by Puzzle Doxson. So far, the Sea Lions controlling the game. 1-0 is the score. The Aces a near scare. There's a scare from the Aces in their first game of the season versus the Wendigos yesterday. It was almost a comeback from the Wendigos. But the Aces held their own. And now they get their own early scare now, like they did yesterday. Wendigos scored the first goal yesterday. Now it's the Sea Lions score their first goal today. Nicomatic. Thought Nicomatic was going big in here today. Nicomatic with the shots. He scores! The Sea Lions bench going crazy. The Sea Lions bench going crazy. And it goes from Nicomatic. Oregon 2, Abbotsford 0. What a way to start. What a way to start. And we're back underway with even more of a laggier stream than I thought it was going to be. Apparently the luck of being on Oof Sports 1 is horrific, if you ask me. And ladies and gentlemen, it is not looking good for Abbotsford Aces. Oxel tries to get a shot. Behind the net, he tries to go. Okay. Right there. Oh, okay. Almost had a scare. Alright, dudes and germs. I now have Bob's theme on the big TV. No idea why, but I just do that myself. Another scare for the Aces. It's still loose. Yoman goes behind the net. And tries to center the puck, but he can't do much. Another scare for the Aces. And nearly, it could have been nearly, and just nearly could have been 3-0 to the Sea Lions. Puzzle Doxson gets lucky on that one. Breezy half. Participate with us using the hashtag Welcome Back BMHL. And welcome back in BMHL indeed, as apparently we now know why Exalted got blacklisted. And by blacklisted I mean suspended for the rest of the season and banned from the Discord server. That's basically being blacklisted by me. You do you, folk. You do you. But it's things that we cannot say on YouTube because I would get banned. I would get, like, struck with the hammer by Sickling Galaxy Jr. Sadly, he's most likely probably going to escape this game. But unfortunately, he's more of a Sickling now than usual. And, well, that we can say. And my computer was sick because it crashed right when I was trying to get ready for this stream. Sad times. Less than 90 seconds to go in this first period. 2-0 to Oregon. Stop the play. FF looks like he covered the puck. Jesus Christ. I love how slow the stream goes. At least you're watching on my TVG, so that's nice. Back and away. And there's a shot that hits the post. Oxtels has the puck and finding with Bray. This is Postamatic, he can't do much. 1 attempt to go. Diz. Nicomatic. Oregon has the puck in the Abbotsford zone. Yeoman tries to put on something. Less than a minute to go. Around 30 seconds to go. And the Sea Lions are winning 2-0. Comfortably winning 2-0. At this stage, virtually nothing to talk about, really. So far this game, it's been a lot uneventful. Those 2 goals were the eventful thing so far in this game, but realistically, nothing really big has happened. As we approach the final seconds of this game, first period, feels like game really, but feels like game. But the Sea Lions will take a comfortable 2-0 lead going into the second period. So the score after 1 period of play, the Sea Lions are leading this game by a score of 2-0. Second period, up next. Alright, after a scare from the computer, dropping the play, and we are underway in the second period. Apologies for that. 2-0 the score here between the Oregon Sea Lions and the Abbotsford Aces. Apologies for that little bit of technical difficulties. Apparently the computer just hates when I stream. Yeah. 2-0 to the Sea Lions. It's been all Sea Lions so far in this game, if I'm being honest. The Sea Lions have dominated these first parts the first parts of this second period. Of this first period, sorry, excuse me, of the first period, it was all Oregon Sea Lions, and let's see if they can be all in Oregon again for the second period. Sadly, yes, you're streaming still to FPS. I can't do that. I've done almost everything in the book. Okay, maybe I'll fix it when the second starts, but I'll probably try to work some kind of BS magic. That's probably if I can work some BS magic, I could do it. I'm joking. It's not recommended. 2-0 to Oregon. So far in this second period, the Sea Lions are just outright just dominating the Abbotsford Aces so far. If I'm being honest with you, the Aces just look completely dismantled right now. The chemistry is not looking too good here, ladies and gentlemen, and the Aces worth, I believe, the 2 seed in the PCC Cup and are second today, going behind the Cruisers, who had a 5-0 victory versus the Otters, and honestly, I streamed that on UFA Sports 2. Hope you like the new logo. Yes, this is the first stream with a new logo, new UFA Sports logo. I hope you like it. I forgot to input a branding for it, so the old stuff is there. Rebounds and they score. Luke Carew Quebecois makes it 3-0 to the Oregon Sea Lions. It is one-sided. It looked like Luke Carew had the last touch. And for Sea Dog in the chat, he must be absolute cheering for the Oregon Sea Lions, and this is one-sided. Most definitely one-sided. It's 3-0 to Oregon. This is just downright one-sided. It was Brayprod again. No. Back at it again. It is just an outright one-sided, to be honest with you. Oregon Sea Lions just look impeccable. Sadly, the Aces are just, I don't know if the Aces are even putting up a challenge, really. But apparently, I thought Luke Carew had it, but according to Mar 3, it was, oh dear me. But apparently, according to Mar 3, it was Brayprod who gets the credit, the goal. So here we are. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. Yoman from the corner. Here's Brayprod ready to shoot the puck. Brayprod. Yoman. Yoman tries to get a sneaky shot. Postamatic gets hit. It's just going for the puck. Yoman tries to be on the end of it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is so far at this very moment the Oregon Sea Lions are dominating the Abbotsford Aces. The goalkeeping looks absolutely crashing as we speak. And it looks like they probably don't even have backup, if I'm being honest. 3 minutes gone by in the second period. 3-0 to Oregon. Nicomatic has the puck. He'll clear it away. And it goes to Xenerov. In his own zone, just the ref. Going to Vordarino. Battling around with Nicomatic. Vordarino struggling to get something. He passes it to his teammate Xenerov. Then passes it back to Vordarino. Vordarino going too much, so he has to clear it to his own zone. That type of kid almost intercepted a pass. Whoa, what was that? I don't even know what I was just speaking there, but here we are. Vordarino battling around with Luke Carew. Luke Carew tries to get his own shot. Can't do much. We are heading towards 6 minutes here. Remaining in this second period. Oregon Sea Lions 3, Abbotsford Aces 0. It has not looked close whatsoever. Snipes looks close from a little bit from ground to cup. There were a couple of chances here from Abbotsford, but all in all, It's been all Oregon. It's been all Oregon, ladies and gentlemen. And it's downright all Oregon. 5:30 to go in the second period. You're watching the BMHL on UFA Sports. It's the opening weekend of the BMHL. Opening week, technically, but I like to consider this as the opening weekend. But technically, it's opening week. You get the idea. Puck now in the Oregon Sea Lions zone. Boston-Matic tries to push a puck deep into the Oregon Sea Lions zone. He tries to get a long sniper, but that, of course, does not work well. And a stoppage of play. Halfway gone in the second period. The Oregon Sea Lions are winning by a score of 3-0. 4:30 to go. And just around 4 minutes to go. The second period. Oregon 3, Abbotsford 0. Downright one-sided. That's all I can say. That type of kid tries to get a loop guru. That type of kid tries to get a shot. He scores! That type of kid, he makes it 4-0 to Oregon. And it is. The Aces are falling apart as we speak. 4-0 Oregon. Not even close. Really not even close if I'm being honest. Oregon just having a great day. Just an absolute great day to be a Sea Lions fan. And, whoa, almost could have liked my Mac out there. Now that probably won't need my program feed, so. There you go. Alright. Transmitting the program feed to the TV in front of me. Magical, if I do say so myself. 3.5 minutes to go. Can Abbotsford get at least a goal? They cannot. They cannot. They just cannot, ladies and gentlemen. They absolutely cannot. 4-0. Let me mute myself real quick. Apparently I didn't mute myself there. Nice one, Infree. Around 3 minutes to go in the second period. 4-0 to Oregon. Huh? 2.5 minutes to go. Oregon currently dominating the Abbotsford Aces. Downright demolition, as I should say. One thing to also talk about. It could also be. What you know? Abbotsford Aces are on the board. It took them 18 minutes to get on the board. And they finally get on the board. That wins the shutouts for FFGH. They had a great run. Very unfortunate for FFG. He had a great one, really. And it was who else than Xenerov, one of the best players, on Abbotsford. It took them 18 minutes to at least get a goal. Well, the Abbotsford Aces have won. They need 3. And it looks like we went 6 for 6. Actually, no, 5 for 5. FFGH for a shutout. Oh, it's still loose. Dawson can't cover it. Yeoman. He slap shot it away. Rebound on the shot by Bray. And it's deflected. FFGH went 5 for 5 before that goal. And it is shut out. So he's 5 for 6. Dawson, he's 17 for 21. And in the final minutes here, here's a shot, rebound. They still can't get it. Dawson can't cover it. And it goes to Bray. The danger is still not cleared, and the danger is technically cleared. Goes past Nicomatic. This is Hockey Pup. Giz. And blocked away by Bray. 30 seconds to go. Here's a shot. Can't do much. Oxtools. On to Postmatic. Postmatic can't do much. And he tries to gamble the shots, but goes way wide. Hockey Pup. Puck not cleared away. Almost goes to Grecki. And it goes to Nicomatic instead. Nicomatic versus the world. Nicomatic versus the world, and the world won. That's Applegate. He's got a sneaky shot to the net. And it's deflected off the defense of Abbotsford. Final moment, so with a save by Dodson to send us to the end of the second period. Ladies and gentlemen, the score at the end of the second period is 4-1 to Oregon. The Abbotsford Aces are on the board. But can they pull? They need to rally. They want to do something. They want to do anything. They'll need to rally. Getting ready for the third period, and we're underway in the third period. 4-1 to Oregon it's the Oregon Sea Lions versus the Abbotsford Aces. I'm on the U for your commentator as always, and already a shot by Abbotsford. Abbotsford already trying to put on the pressure to Oregon. Just around not even 30 seconds into the third period. The Sea Lions are doing a very great job. There's a shot there. Can't do much, that type of kid. Tune in to For Sports later tonight for the most anticipated matchup so far of the season. We're only 2 days in, and this is 3 days in, excuse me. We're only 3 days in. It's one of the most anticipated matchups of the season. The St. Augustine Armada versus the Sacramento Sabretooths. That is coming up later tonight on Uber Sports at around 5:50 p.m., 5:30 p.m. or 5:50 p.m. depending on who you ask. It's live on Uber Sports 1. It's live and it's here over on Uber Sports. That game's going to be here on Uber Sports 1. And you can also participate with us using the hashtag #WelcomeBackBMHL. So far right now, it's 4-1 to the Oregon Sea Lions. If just joining us, first of all, welcome. Second of all, I appreciate you. And third of all, It's been all Oregon so far with the first period. The first period was all Oregon, and until 2 minutes to go in the second period, it was all Oregon. But then Alexandrov gets one goal, gets the first goal on the board for the Aces, and here we are in the third period. 4-1 is the score to the Sea Lions, and Bray, he's been an incredible being so far in this game. I believe he has 2 goals to his name. Here are the goal scorers for the Sea Lions. It was Bray. Bray has scored 2 goals. That kid has scored once. Nikomatic has scored another. And for the Aces, the only person is Alexandrov. He's only gotten the only goal of the game for the Abbotsford Aces. We're around 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this third period. And the puck now goes behind the net of the Oregon Sea Lions. Oxnolls tries to get it to one of his teammates. It goes past the Matic. Sorry. My brain can't even speak words, man. And 7 minutes to go in the third period. Oxnolls tries to sneak one into the back of the net. He can't do much. They'll have to restart the attack. Postamatic circles the back end out the bottom corner. At the bottom half of the Oregon Sea Lions zone, and the puck already going to the other side. Bray tries to get his hat trick. Can he get his hat trick? Can he get his hat trick, ladies and gentlemen? Bray. So is the puck. Battled around by Oxnolls. Yeoman gets it in the zone. 6:25 to go. And it's been a good one, if you ask me. So far, well, ladies and gentlemen, he scores! The Aces have gone back. And 5:30 to go in this third period. This is good. Another one back. They're down by 2. And who else than Alexandrov? He does it again. Is this the dagger? Is this the dagger? Could this be the dagger, ladies and gentlemen? That's the massive question we are asking so far. Can they pull off something magical in day 3 of the BMHL season? There's already an opportunity here, almost making it 5. That would have put the final nail in the coffin. 5 minutes to go. The Abbotsford Aces losing by 2. They've cut the lead down so far. They've cut the lead so far down to 2. .4:30 to go. 4:10, 15 to go. 31 shots on goal from Oregon. It'll be around 7-7 from the Abbotsford Aces. Here's another chance by Oxtools. Oxtools 1v2ing. Oxtools can't do much. Nicomatic gets the puck. He'll clear it away to the other side. Xenerov.
All right, fans.
And the start is coverage.
Time to get loud.
The Sea Lions are leading, but it's only by 2 now. Abbotsford are trying to pull their way back into this game. Quick reminder, after this game, tune in to Newfie Sports 1, right back here at Newfie Sports 1, because we have the Armada. From 5:50 p.m., around 5:30 or 5:50, depending on who you ask. I believe it will be 5:30 for another Hockey Central, ladies and gentlemen. 3:30 to go in the third period. And G's and Germs. 3:20 to go. Can Xenerov pull their way back? Can he pull his way back into the game? He gets laid down. That was in an offside warning. And ladies and gentlemen, less than 3 minutes to go. The Sea Lions winning by a score of 4-2. Not looking too good if you're an AC supporter or player, because for the majority of the game, it was all Sea Lions for the majority of the game. But this third period, it's so far been more Aces than Sea Lions. This could be the ending. It could either go good or go bad. Again, depending on who you ask. Could be one Sea Lions goal, and they'll take their first win in this season. The Aces would go down to 1-0. 2 points. That will be the records provisionally. Provisionally, that would be the records right now. Less than 2 minutes to go. The Aces just haven't done much to get a third goal. They haven't done much. Can Oxels do something, and he gets laid down by Hockey Pups. And the shot, here's an opportunity. Just can't do much. Xenerov. Can he get his hat trick to pull his team back into the game? Goes wide. He got a rebound, but he gets cleared away. Final minutes in the third period in this game. The Sea Lions are looking like they could. The Sea Lions should be on their way. Are most likely going to be on their way. There's a scrum there. And a rebound on Gashate. That one, that's covered. Well, that's basically much about it. The Sea Lions are going to be on their way to their first win of the season. In their first game of the season. And let me just save this capture real quick for graphics. Well, it's been all Sea Lions from the start of the game. And now it's going to be all Sea Lions to the end of the game. Final seconds roll down. And the Oregon Sea Lions will take their first win of the season. And in their first game of the season, the Oregon Sea Lions take the dub. The Abbotsford Aces crumble down after the second goal from Exenerov. After 2 goals from Exenerov, they just couldn't do much. A good victory for the Oregon Sea Lions. They will take this win any day of the week. And that's pretty much about it. Apologies for the echo. There you go. That's going to do it for us. For me, myself, and I, the entire sports people, you the fans, I'm Harley for saying so long from Unknown Arena. Coming out next, Hockey Central from 5:30 p.m. for the Sabretooths and the Armada. We'll see you then.